It's a technique.
Yeah.
I've got very good natural attention.
Natural attention.
Hello everybody, good afternoon. Welcome to 4 p.m. My name is Dean Stevenson and my surname will be relevant to the story of today's piece in a moment, but I'll explain that when we get to it. 4 p.m. is in its 5th season here at Mona, and if you've been walking past here today you might have spotted me at the piano, or not, but I've been there today writing a new piece of music. That's what 4 p.m. is about. It's new music each day. I wake up, come in, pen new music, brave music onto the page. And when do the musicians see it? The answer is now. So we're going to play it for the first time and rehearse it in front of you. They are going to ask me questions. I'm going to try to answer them. In the middle of our rehearsal, I'll come to you and you can ask questions either of me or of the musicians. And I'll try and answer those as well as we put today together. This is what we do every day at Mona at 4 p.m. It looks like it's about music because I've been writing music, there's a piano on stage, and there are 4 musicians on stage. It looks like it's about music, and yes, I get that. But it's also about the process of creativity, about me making something exist, and sometimes I don't know what I want, but I come here and I start to write music, and I don't know what I want until I don't get it. And then I go, I just have to keep writing music all day. And today is 539 days of doing it each day that the museum is open. I come in at 10 o'clock or thereabouts, and now it's the deadline is when the musicians arrive, which is now. And would you please welcome them, Miranda, G1, Sandra, and Martin. Right. So they're about to play the piece. Now, today's piece, for reasons I don't know why necessarily, I get here and I just start to play notes, melodies come out and they remind me of something. And this is another one of the pieces that feels a bit sort of like a Celtic thing. I've got a series of pieces that I've written. I've called a Celtic lullaby and a secret Celtic wedding. And I started to write something that I thought was similarly phrased, if you like. The last one I thought needed Julian pipes, but I didn't know any Julian pipes players. But today I didn't just sort of imagine a story that I made up. I remembered, because my name's Stevenson, so I remembered going to visit my family in Scotland and being on the high northern coast of Scotland, a town called Cullen. Anyone been to Cullen in Scotland?
No.
Have you been there? Fuck, give this man a drink. One guy's been to Cullen. Woo. Okay. No one ever got applauded for going to Cullen before. You're still the only guy who ever got that. Cullen skink, it's like seafood chowder. Anyway, my family was there and I spent a month there just waking up, walking the coast, coming back, watching the World Cup at the pub, going to bed. I did that for a month. It was an awesome month. But there was this really dilapidated castle. It had been vacant for hundred of years. So I thought of the castle in Cullen, and so I've called today Cullen Castle. So that's my title for today. And so as soon as I come up with the notes that sound nice, I have an image, off I go, and then the notes follow. The day is all about math, writing notes, and hoping that it works. Now, we're going to start to rehearse today's piece. We'll stop and start. We're all on mic so you can hear what we say. There's a paper copy if you'd like to. Anyone wants to read along, don't take it home, but you're welcome to look at that while we play it. The musicians are now going to play the piece, and we'll stop and start, and we'll start the questions. Hello, everybody.
Hello, Dean.
Okay, so now I've tried to write sort of little flourishes in there. When you see those little demi-quavers or whatever, they're kind of, some of them are structural, but some of them, as you'll figure out, are just textural. And I'm trying to,
So it's just ornamentation.
Ornamentation, that's all it is. So you can, if you want to put more in the Celtic style, you can do that, whatever the fuck that is, I don't know. Okay, the first violin establishes the first two bars, and then we have a low note coming on the cello. And that tremolo that you have is just a little textural thing bubbling underneath, that's all. That's it. Sight reading, they're very clever, aren't they? That was really nice. Very nice. Okay, so it's all going well so far. Very pretty, very pretty. You're all already formulating questions, I'm sure. This is me just putting notes in front of the other. One thing that I want to make very clear here at 4 p.m. is what I want to have you not think about. Don't think about this as like, oh wow, look at all, I mean, they're very clever, but don't think of this as being something extraordinary and this thing of genius. It's fucking not. It's just show up. Just show up and make shit. That's really all that is. I'll try and be as brutal and as sweary as I can be to sort of smash the glass wall, to sort of break down this glass wall that is all about extraordinary stuff. It's just about like showing up, got an idea, the first idea happened in 5 seconds, and then after the 5 seconds, inspiration is dead, and then it's just graft, and it's just math. It's just putting notes down on a page, making lots of mistakes, rubbing them out, putting more down, rubbing those out, putting more down, and just making peace with the fact that most of the stuff you make is shit, and it's meant to be. It's actually meant to be. And then you come back eventually, and all the shit you've made is compost for something good. There you go. Right, that was very nice. Any questions about any of that?
Are you happy with the tempo?
I think I am, yes. No slower.
No. Okay.
No slower.
I'm in my slow phase.
Where'd we get to D? We got to D. Let's go from letter B again, please. Go back to B. Second violin. Viola. D. The E. Second. So hold on there. I think from figure F, dee da da. The first few notes, I want that. Basically, first violin will be textural. I want second and viola.
At F.
And then again at 36. Dee-da-dum. That really has to come out of second and viola.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll go down.
You go down, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Let's go from letter F again. Second and viola, come on. Right. G first. First and cello. Texture. Good, hold there, hold there. I love it. So one of the things about running melodies is you got to give everyone a go, like everyone around the kitchen table has a go at talking. Same thing here. And right then the melody, the cello and first violin had a go, and then at the end I had the cello up really high, like a little tiny car revving really fast. Had to kind of give it some tension, which it will then resolve by going back down low again. Okay.
Dynamic question from E to F. You've got me marked pianissimo the whole way, but I kind of
Good.
ebbed and flowed a little bit.
Good point. Yeah, you
Do you
did.
want me to
Yeah.
just sort of put like?
Yeah.
Is that okay if I?
Of course it is. Yeah, that was my misleading. I think I read it because it's so high that it will come out even if it's soft, it will still punch through.
Yeah, I'll just sort of see what.
That's what I learned that Haydn did.
Oh,
It's the only thing I've ever learnt from someone, a composer who's dead. Well, that's not what he said. Someone said that about him. Yeah, I don't listen to classical music. Terrible shit. Great, let's go from F again, please. Figure F, and then I'm going to see if anyone has any questions. Now it's viola. Come on. First and cello. I. Viola. First, viola, second, cello. Recap now. Second violin feature. So what happens there is, at letter L there's a few bars there where a third of L where first and second are rhythmically harmonizing together, and then like 70 and 71, 72, 73, it's first and viola moving together in harmony and rhythm.
And do you want the viola to be the main line, or
yes,
or we're
yep,
equal?
yep.
Viola main line.
You'll be
Okay.
lame because you're higher. Yes, thank you. Okay, wow. Musicians normally don't rehearse in front of you, and you normally don't see this because you pay for a concert ticket. You don't see the rehearsal, so this might be all strange. And if it's strange, do you have any questions? Is anybody curious? There's one over here. Hang on. Yes, wait a second. Yeah, so do I hear one line or do I hear all of them together? Is that your question? Yeah, and all of them together. So if one line, dee da da ba da, that was lovely singing, wasn't it? If I come up with that line, dee da da ba da, I'm going to go back, da 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 da, has to have da da da, or cello, ba dum, but underneath, they're always going together. Because if I have a very funny brain. I have a thing called auditory processing disorder, which is weird for a musician, but I can't remember shit in sequence. I can't remember anything. So if I wrote one line all the way through and then went back to the start, I'd go, whoa, what did I think was going to go on underneath that melody? I've completely forgotten. I can't remember it. So everything has to happen at once. And as soon as, everything has to go at once, all the time. Yeah, and again, back to the dinner table conversation. It's like everyone's having a chat and contributing to the same kind of conversation all the way through. That's the way it has to go. There was a question. Yes? Reminds you of a stately home in England. Okay, not Celtic, not Celtic. Okay. Okay, doesn't sound like a ceilidh, yeah. Not like the kind of the jig and stuff, yeah, maybe not. Maybe it's more of a stately home in England thing, which I can't tell my relatives in Scotland. I can't tell them that. I'm writing about England now. Fuck, they'll cut me off. I have to change my name. No. One of the things I do remember about being in Cullen that time was the World Cup was on, and of course I'm in Scotland watching the World Cup, and if England were playing, if England were versing a northern suburb of Hobart, the whole of Scotland would barrack for the northern suburb of Hobart. Fuck, they hate you, don't they? They fucking hate you, you English. God damn, they hate you. Anyway, not you especially, but all of you collectively. Yeah, anyway. Question over here. I do go back and look at the music over time. Yeah, I do. So when you all go, I'll keep a spreadsheet of the bits that I like, and so I've got those to go back to. Like if I thought that today wasn't good as a whole piece, but certain bits were good, I'd note those, and then I can use those bits on other days. Do they flow together, or do you? Sometimes they do. Sometimes I'll just go, this one is in different key or different speed, completely different idea, or hey, these guys might match up. So it's playing a bit of Tetris sometimes. But also, if I do come up with a good idea, and go, well, I'm going to use that in next week, for example. The trick is not to start with that, because it might be I might have written a good bit today because it's in the middle of the piece. So it's got all this energy that's pushed up to a high point. So you can't start with that. So you have to write up to it again. So there's a whole writing challenge with using old bits. But then when this finishes in May, I will probably go to my little cave and put a blanket over my head and try and fix some stuff for the next volume. We make some albums. You can buy these in the shop, records and stuff of our favourite days. The Celtic Lullaby is on that, which is the last Celtic one I wrote. Was that a question over here? Why did I decide to be a conductor? Oh, interesting. I'm not a conductor, and as soon as we've got through this rehearsal, I'm going to sit down and not conduct, because I'm just helping them through the rehearsal. If I try to tell these guys I'm a conductor, they will laugh and laugh and laugh. I should sit on my hands and not wave my hand around, because it's just distracting. I don't know how to conduct. I do play an instrument. I play the double bass. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. But my degrees are in singing, and I started my career as a drummer. Fucking weird, I know. And one more question, then we'll keep going. Yes, I have. After the end of the first season, I was asked to come back and with only really a few musicians a day, but trying to write as much of a symphony as I could, which was really hard. And I had 8 days, 2 weekends to do that, and we performed it with a full orchestra for the Dark Mofo Festival. And I'm writing away, and who knows Max Richter, world famous composer. He's very big right now, he's the biggest guy right now, and he sat here watching me. I'm like, fuck, that was weird. So I took that and I made a symphonic work out of that. Or actually, sometimes, and I've had this chat with the musicians often because we're trying to find a way to define a string quartet, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and they do a certain thing a certain way. But if some days I think I'm imagining a string orchestra, which is just lots of Mirandas, lots of G1s, lots of Sandras and lots of Martys. So the same instruments, but more of them, which is just that big, fat, lovely, swoony sound. So I think I've got that in my imagination. But that's not the same as just going, oh, surely this part will just transfer to a string orchestra. That's not the same at all, because this is quite nimble, because there's only 4 of them. Sometimes I do imagine bigger things. And again, when this season's just finished, I'll put a blanket over my head and go home and try and see what I can make out of it. But let's keep going with our rehearsal before we get to the end. Where did we get to then? M, was it? Did we get to M?
M, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Do you want to go 70 maybe? Or?
Yep, bar 70. Lovely. M. There you go, that's the last part. Back here in the end. Okay.
Can we try one thing?
Yeah.
Just because I'm sort of desperate for it. But, so second bar of N, could we, just the once, keep going loud rather than the diminuendo?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, like everyone.
Okay, keep going loud, so ignore the diminuendo.
Just the once.
Can we try it from N then? Because it's a thing I do, that swoonies.
Well, it's good, it's just happened a few times, and then if we...
Sure. Let's from N without the diminuendo, which means that 4 bars later, do you want that crescendo again, or you're already
sort of
loud?
the whole thing kind of biggish.
Okay.
I mean, we'll adjust it.
Let's try big
but
from
just
N.
Not coming down to that pianissimo.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
You're right. That's already made my mother cry. That's very good. So the first note of the second of N. Do you want that staccato then,
Maybe
or we
not
just
that time.
not the staccato?
Yeah.
So get rid of the diminuendo and the pianissimo.
And just sort of loud, and then we sort of come back before that bar before Sandra comes out. You know, like all the rest the same, but just
Coming out.
yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay, there it is. So now we've made all our notes. Any last questions before we give this a shot? Yes, sir.
When you write a piece, is the intent to have every single part of the quartet have their own particular part of their own?
Yes, that's the way it works. Yep. 4 voices, because the 2 violins, whilst they're the same instruments, trying to sort of make them work in the same register. The viola has its own register, the cello has its own register, so it's kind of one of those perfect acoustic kind of bands, really, where they cover all the bases. So trying to make it full, or trying to, like, if I want, say, to give everyone a unison line, which they're doing the same thing, it's because I want something to be very stark, or very powerful because everyone's doing the same thing. So it's choosing whether you want variety or everyone banding together, bang on the same hammer. So there's all those kind of ins and outs of those textures we can do, yeah. But essentially, everyone feels like they should have their own line. And they only see their own page, by the way. If you've not done music before, I've written all 4 lines. This is violin 1, violin 2, viola, cello, but I only print, the cello only sees his part. That's why he's writing notes to see what the other guys are doing when he has to look at them for cues, etc. Okay, so what if we'll get through today, and if we have time, we'll play another quick one from another Monday from a few weeks ago. This is called, well, I called this one Cullen Castle. I did call this, but you say it's not Scottish, but anyway, I called this one Cullen Castle, imagining myself walking through on the coast of Cullen. If you want to come and have a chat after this, I'd love to have a chat to you about the process of what's going on, the creativity, or the recordings, or even the book. I'll tell you about the book later on. In the meantime, let's hear day 539. Last one, Marty, Sandra, G1, Miranda. That was Grayson. That was awesome. So, making stuff up as I go along. That's today's piece. It was a nice fun day, making swoony stuff. Let's hear just a quick piece as a quick kind of reference so that you don't think they're all like that. This is called Skip to Friday. It's a piece when I couldn't wait to get to the pub, as I can't now. It's really exciting. Just a quick little bouncy number. If anyone wants to come and have a chat, I will be up on the shop at about 22, just to have a chat about the 4 p.m. and what it entails. As I said, there are some recordings of our favourites. There's also this book is called 150 First Drafts. So I published 150 days of my diaries. We're 500 and something now, 529. 39? 29, was it? 39.
No, it's 39.
39, yeah, well. But this is my diary is published so you can kind of get a sense of what this is about day by day. Imagine your favourite album or your favourite artwork, and if you could get an insight as to what the artist was doing every day they made that thing, be it a Lady Gaga album or a Picasso painting or a Springsteen album or something. That's what I thought I'd do. So all of the live music is, of course, accessed through that book as well. So there's 11 hours of music just in that. I think we're up to about 55 hours now, which is a crazy amount of music, but that's a kind of a hell of a read, plus my thoughts on creativity and a lovely way to communicate my ideas to you, because we just don't have time to have the conversation about it because we've only got a little bit of time. Here's a piece from weeks ago. I wrote this again on a Monday here at the piano. It's called Skip to Friday. Yay! Miranda, G1, Sandra, Marty, woo! Thank you so much, everyone. I'm Dean Stevenson. Thank you for staying here, giving your patience and your time. That's 4 p.m. for today. I'll be up in the shop for a chat soon, and have a lovely week. Bye-bye.